During this holiday season, give your loved ones a gift that keeps on giving for the rest of their life. Torpedopod is the only affordable self-growing flower pot that ensures your future food survival. All you do is add soil, seeds, and seedlings to the flower pot and watch your plants grow. Torpedopod can grow nutritious food in such abundance and variety that you can produce more food than your local farm. Visit www.torpedopod.com.
So there was a DC, police officer that's actually posing as a police officer, but he was a race soldier, was placed on leave after the Metropolitan Police Department Chief Robert Conti had suspended him. Now I want you to watch this clip and we'll get into those details.
Upon my review of the concerns that have been raised, it was my call to put this member in this current status. Again, I'm very limited in terms of what I can say. I will tell you that it is an ongoing investigation.
Sources familiar with the investigation tell News 4 Lieutenant Shane Lamond is under investigation for his possible affiliation with a white supremacy group. Chief Conti also didn't give specifics about why this officer is under investigation. He says he doesn't want the investigation compromised.
Concerns that were brought to our attention, again, were serious enough for us to collaborate with our federal partners.
Chief Conti says the federal partners MPD is collaborating with are the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the U.S. Attorney's Office.
And I am hopeful that as we progress through this investigation and really get to the bottom of it, all of that information should be very open for the public to review.
So the reason why the chief has suspended this guy is because they had concerns that were serious enough for the department to collaborate with their federal partners, and those sources say that the suspension is happening because the FBI investigates possible links to the white supremacist organization, the Proud Boys. So you have a whole police that was connected to this Proud Boy organization. Now he is actually a lieutenant in the police force, right? So you have a whole lieutenant with possible Proud Boy affiliations. And this is why these things keep going on in this country. You look at even the creation of the so-called police department. It comes from the slave patrol. So the origin of that organization is anti-black racism, anti-black terrorism. So this is why you get those people in there, because that's really the history of it. I mean, what are they actually, quote unquote, doing that's not in the design of how it was originally crafted? This is why many people have said you cannot reform that. You can't reform anything when the foundation is rotten. That's like trying to build a luxury home on top of a rotten foundation. What if the foundation is rotten? That house, all it's going to do is crash down, no matter how much you try to pretty it up. You must first tear the whole house down, build a new foundation on the stone and not the sand, right? And once you build that new foundation that's right, then you could build up off of that foundation. This country would never get past anything as long as the foundation is what it is. It's rotten to the core. And it's not just a DC police department. This is in every police department in the country. You have white supremacist groups who are in there, whole white supremacist gangs, LA Sheriff's Department, that's in there. And then you also have these so-called minorities that collaborate also with the white supremacists, because they want to be white supremacists as well. Sheriff Villanueva, Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, just want to call his name out. But this doesn't, of course, surprise any of us. But we want to make sure to report these kind of stories, because it's dangerous when you have white supremacists on the police department, because they have too much power to hurt, harm, and kill black folk. And the way this system works is they believe them no matter what. It takes a good lawyer to debunk them. And because black folk don't have the money as they should due to the way the system has done black folk, in the area of our, wealth. That's why they get away with jailing so many black people. Because white supremacists are planting drugs on brothers. They love to do that and get a brother jammed up for all those years. And if he had the proper representation, he can get out of it or prove it's not even his with something like a forensic, fingerprint test or things like that to show, hey, it's just fingerprints on it. How you know it's his? He had to put his fingerprints on it somewhere to put it in the vehicle. Right? But, shout out to the brothers and sisters in Washington, D.C. Shout out to you. I know y'all want to become a state, and I agree with that. Y'all should become a state. But, once again, the white supremacists don't want to have a black governor in this country because you notice all these governors in this country, not one of them black. But, leave me a comment, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think about this particular story. This white supremacist on the police force was suspended because the FBI. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store.